Wait, what did we just witness? Did Camron really just nuke Chrissy's entire reputation with one grainy video and 2 sentences? Did Jim Jones just walk out of a 20-year relationship like it was a bad business meeting? And are we seriously pretending this wasn't decades in the making? Baby, buckle up, because this ain't love and hip-hop anymore. This is love and heartbreak, Harlem edition, and it's uglier than Mona Scott could ever script. We're talking secret footage, candlelight scenes that don't involve Jim, deleted burner dims, and a leaked voicemail that has the internet gasping like it's the final scene of a telenovela. The Dipset circle is cracked wide open, and Chrissy, it's not crying in the club, it's crying in hiding. How did we get from public proposals to public humiliation? From ride or die to lied and denied. Is this the betrayal that finally broke Harlem's most chaotic triangle? Or is there another puppet master pulling strings behind the scenes? Get ready, because the leak heard round the internet isn't just petty, it's personal, and the receipts. Devastating. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear will change how you see all of them forever. Chrissy Lampkin's entire legacy caught fire. We're not talking about a shady DM or a rumor from the shade room. We're talking full-blown visual evidence that something explosive happened behind closed velvet ropes. A leak so scandalous it makes love and hip-hop look like Sesame Street. But hold up. Let's rewind. This isn't just a beef. This is a triangle soaked in secrets, lies, and Harlem heartbreak. The 3 players. Chrissy Lampkin, the so-called ride-or-die fiancé who waited 2 decades for a ring that never came. Jim Jones, rapper, hustler, and walking definition of emotionally exhausted. And then there's Camron, Mr. Dipset himself, the ex-friend with a petty streak and just enough receipts to burn down an empire now. The tension between Jim and Cam has been simmering for years. Blame business, blame pride, blame the streets. But nobody was ready to see Chrissy in that video. The lighting, intimate. The body language, undeniable. And Jim, nowhere in sight. The video was blurry, sure, but the whispers, it's crystal clear. You don't need 4K resolution to recognize a betrayal when it's lit by candlelight. Sources close to the situation, and by sources, so we mean an Uber driver who overheard too much, say that this footage dates back over a decade. Allegedly, it was recorded during a Dipset after-party in Miami, long before Chrissy ever got on one knee in front of Jim on national television. But here's where it gets spicy. Chrissy allegedly didn't even know she was being filmed. Either this was a setup from the beginning, or she's the most unlucky woman on the planet. And Jim, let's just say he didn't take it well. Insiders say he walked out of a private dinner the night the leak dropped, left his phone on the table, and hasn't spoken to Chrissy since. It's a 20-year relationship gone in 20 seconds of grainy footage. But don't think Camron is playing innocent. Right after the video hit social media like a digital grenade, Cam posted a cryptic tweet. "Should have kept her closer, my boy. That's it." No explanation, no apology. Just pure nuclear-level shade, and the internet. It went full CSI mode. Fans started enhancing the video, slowing it down, matching tattoos, analyzing lip movements like they were solving the JFK assassination. And while Chrissy hasn't said a word publicly, sources say she's been holed up in a Hamptons rental, crying non-stop, refusing to answer calls. Her glam squad's been dismissed. Her brand deals are ghosting her. And her tears. Allegedly very real. But what exactly is in that video that shook Jim to his core? What did Chrissy whisper to Cam that made him hold on to it for over a decade? And why is the timing of the leak so perfect it feels planned? Because just days before this dropped, Jim was about to propose again. That's right, Jim Jones. The man who once said he didn't need paperwork to prove his love was reportedly just days away from giving Chrissy the proposal she had waited 20 years for. Private chef rooftop dinner. Custom ring with Harlem diamonds. Sources say the plan was sealed until Camron dropped the bomb that blew everything to dust. And just like that, the ring stayed in the box. The dinner never happened. And Jim disappeared into a black SUV with zero explanation. And while Chrissy was allegedly curled up in silk sheets, soaked with mascara tears, Camron was on Instagram, live, sipping wine like it was communion, and smirking like he knew exactly what he'd done. His caption: "Harlem always had a funny way of exposing truth. It's petty, calculated, and absolutely viral." But let's talk about the footage. The real star of this digital disaster. The leaked video, now known online as the candlelight clip, doesn't show any graphic content. No clothes coming off, no explicit language, but the energy, intimate, the whispers, way too familiar. At one point, Chrissy leans in and says, "Allegedly, I know this is wrong, but you always made me feel safe." And Cam, off camera, replies, "That's because you were never safe with him. Let that sink in. You don't say that to just anyone." And Jim Jones watching this, he didn't see gossip. He saw confirmation. A betrayal he probably suspected but couldn't prove until now, and the public. Oh, they went feral. Flew across every platform. Chrissy exposed, Cam got receipts, justice for Jim. TikTokers started creating reenactments. Reddit threads dissected the audio like it was a CIA leak. One YouTube breakdown hit 500,000 views in under 4 hours. And then came the memes. Chrissy waited 20 years for a ring and got exposed in 20 seconds. Brutal. Even celebs couldn't stay out of it. Yandy Smith tweeted, "Some of y'all really be loyal to the wrong ones." Tamar Braxton posted a messy-eyed emoji and wrote, "Woo chilly." But the most savage blow came from Mama Jones. Yes, Jim's mother, who went on Facebook Live and said, "I told my son from day one that woman's loyalty was for TV, not for life. But it didn't stop there." Gossip blogs got their hands on an old DM allegedly from Cam's burner account dated months before the leak. The message said, "What if I told you Jim's girl was never just his?" At the time, folks laughed it off. Now it's gospel. And just when fans thought the storm had peaked, another twist landed. An anonymous source from the Love and Hip Hop production team dropped a quote that set social media ablaze. "There's more footage and she knows it." Wait, more footage. That's what the streets are whispering now. One clip already shattered a 2-decade relationship, torched Chrissy's image and turned Jim Jones into a living ghost. But if there's more, if Camron has an entire archive of unseen confessions, cozy moments, and off-camera truths, then this isn't just a scandal. It's a ticking time bomb. And according to a now-deleted voice note sent to a gossip blogger, someone sounding suspiciously like Chrissy said the unthinkable: "If he drops the rest, it's over." Not just with Jim, with everything. Now, let's pause for a second. That doesn't sound like someone worried about rumors. That sounds like someone guarding a secret so big, it could erase years of reality TV, brand deals, and staged couple goals with a single upload. Meanwhile, Jim has vanished from the public eye. No press, no performances, no posts. One fan caught a blurry image of him walking into a Soho hotel looking like he hadn't slept in 3 days. Hoodie up, AirPods in, completely detached. And when a reporter tried to ask about Chrissy, his security didn't just block the question, they reportedly shoved the mic away like it was a weapon. Jim ain't talking. And that silence? It's louder than any clapback could be. Chrissy, on the other hand, is spiraling. Word from her inner circle says she's not taking calls, refusing food, and was even treated by a private nurse after a panic episode. One source claims she smashed her phone against the wall after rewatching the leaked footage and muttered he was never supposed to see that. True, that one line could rewrite everything we thought we knew. Never supposed to see it? That means she knew it existed, which means Camron's holding something more than just petty. Energy's holding leverage. And let's not forget the business side of this fallout. Chrissy's upcoming hairline launch. Quietly canceled. A luxury skincare brand she was endorsing scrubbed her face from their website like it was never there. It's a fashion label that once featured her as their Harlem queen. Issued a vague statement about reassessing partnerships. Translation: Girl, your toxic PR now.cam. If Course is loving every second. Days after the chaos, he goes live again. This time, he's holding a folder labeled The Last Straw PDF. He doesn't even speak for the first 30 seconds. Just stares into the camera while the viewer count surges. Then he says, "Y'all wanted closure? Say less." The screen flips to a grainy image of Chrissy sitting beside a mystery man. In a hotel lobby, another shot, security cam footage of that same man entering a suite. With Chrissy 5 minutes behind him, he never says the man's name. But the internet already did. Within minutes, online forums lit up with theories. A music exec, a rapper with old beef. Even an actress Chrissy used to call her industry bestie. Whoever he is, his identity doesn't even matter anymore. The damage is done. Harlem's golden couple has crumbled. And now, it's all that's left. It's the fallout. If you thought this was wild, just wait. The next leak might end careers. Drop your thoughts in the comments because Harlem's not sleeping. Tonight, like, subscribe, and stay locked in. We're just getting started. Just getting started.